Hey everyone, Dash Attack here. Welcome to another episode of Old White Road. We're just going to be regulars today, but who knows? We might be getting some surprise guests. Damien is
Oh,
going to be a little late, and Lumissa is sick. So today it's just me, the dignified cartoon gentleman, the man who makes all this possible, and Galaxy Red and Zine.
yep.
Hi.
Hi,
Hello,
guys.
folks. How you all doing?
Yeah.
Zine can only be with us for an hour because he has to
Yes.
grind like 5 hours on Rumble so that they pay him.
I
So
mean,
hopefully Damien will be here by
He
then.
should be.
Uh, well, as for Lumissa being ill, well, I thought that was the point of being a cartoon. You can be ill and still do this, like mentally as well
well,
as physically ill, right?
Yeah.
it could be her voice, and that might be
Oh.
hard. Yeah. So,
That's a good point, Galaxy. I know there's a reason I keep you around, but it's great to see everyone. I hope you're all doing well. We've got quite a few interesting topics to cover for today's stream. We have a leaner panel than usual, but hopefully Damien pops in. You see, folks, this is what happens when you do a stream just before you do another stream, right? If you are
mhm.
going to do a stream before another stream, do the previous stream earlier, so you can have some time. But we all know what Damien does in his free time, so it's great to see everyone in the chat. Mostly me and Galaxy. So it's good to
Yeah.
see all you guys. I hope you're all doing well.
Yeah.
Let's catch up with the panel since there's no one in the chat. This is what it must feel like to be on a Twitch
Right.
stream with no one
Now Z's in the
watching.
chat too. It's
Oh,
so
look,
there.
Zine's there. Folks,
Yeah,
if we don't have it, hmm,
no,
what was
never
that?
mind. Keep going.
Right, here's a fancy tip for you guys, right? For you guys watching and for you guys listening. If you have
Mhm.
a panel of say 4 people, get those 4 people to also watch it on YouTube, so it looks like 4 people are watching when in fact no one's watching. Haha. The more you know. So on that
Yeah.
note, ladies and gentlemen, let's catch up with the panel, and we're going to start off with Dash. How you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Last I was on your Wednesday show, and it was pretty crazy. Being on Rumble and stuff.
Very. You're very uncensored there. So there you
Very,
go.
very uncensored.
Yeah.
It was
I
pretty
think it's a good thing.
crazy,
I think it's a
but
good thing. Let you
well,
say
yeah,
whatever you want.
like
Yeah.
unfiltered is like
Yeah.
people like unfiltered a little bit,
Hmm.
but yeah. So I've just I ordered a chromatic from the Mod Retro store, and I'm just need to. My dad's probably going to drop it off uh,
Mm,
sometime tomorrow. Looking
that would
forward
be
to giving
interesting.
that. Yeah, I even got one of their games for it.
I wonder if you can find a way to like get it captured so you can like
Oh,
stream it.
apparently there is. I
But
looked into it. You
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 might want to do
can.
that. Then you might stream some of it on
I
there.
I was thinking about it. Yeah,
It might be fun.
Excuse me.
but
This
yeah.
show is
Other
not
than that,
making me ill. It's not at all. Go ahead, Dash.
Hmm?
yeah. Other than that, I'm giving playing Knack. I'm giving that a try while I work on possibly replacing or fixing a controller. But even if that doesn't happen, we'll be talking about Knack possibly a little bit later with one of our other topics. But
Hmm.
overall, that's pretty much what I've been up to.
Good. Very good. What about you, Galaxy? You seem very talkative today. How have you been?
No, I'm just talkative because I got nothing else to say. I'm just talking. Anyway, yeah. I've been all right, but I've had some problems with my. I use a Bluetooth headset recently because well I used to use it before on a previous computer too a long time ago, but it was kind of like messing up a lot. And I figured I'd try it again on the new computer, and it was kind of like having problems with audio delay and everything. So, and not connecting right. So now I'm waiting for a cable which allows me to just connect it straight into the computer, so I can just use it that way. And it's supposed to be coming today, but yeah. So other than that, yeah, been good. Have had a couple streams just like you we have, and
All right then. Well, hopefully you get that wire in real quick, because we
Yeah.
don't want any technical problems, folks. I tell you, I've also been having some controller issues with my gaming laptop, and I'm trying to learn how to use a keyboard and mouse. And half the time, I want to smash the keyboard and mouse. I don't know whether
Which
it's a
isn't good
cable
when
issue, a
yeah.
controller issue, or a computer issue. I don't know whether the outlets are being overpowered or underpowered because of all the connections. I don't know whether it's the controller not connecting to the cable. I don't know whether it's a cable problem. All sorts
Mhm.
of issues, right? I usually upgrade my hardware every year, but I'm not doing that this year because I'm not rolling in cash because of a certain annihilation. But thank you guys for the donations on Rumble. I appreciate that. That's why we're doing a special Sunday show, folks. And if we get more money from that,
Yes.
then we'll go exclusive on Wednesday again. And that's how we'll continue things. But I've been doing very well. I haven't had much time to game, unfortunately, because of the
Yeah.
controller issue. But on the plus side, it's given me more time to make videos and make videos from shows. So
I did
there you
see
go.
you on Steam on a game. I think it was yesterday, but I don't know what game it was.
Well, it might have been Expedition 33 because I was trying to use the keyboard and mouse.
Oh yeah.
Uh, it,
Yeah, that's
I,
probably what it
I
was,
tell
yeah.
you, it's one of Expedition 33 is one of the easier games to play with a keyboard
Mhm.
and a mouse. But enough about me.
Mm.
What about Zine? How have you been,
Yeah,
Zine?
I'm doing good. But hey, I mean, I always use a keyboard and mouse. Only time I use a controller is when I play a console game. I even at action games I on PC like Night Rain or some RPGs. I just use
Yeah,
a keyboard,
like
even
he
though
play like he plays the East games like that too, and they're like I think they're kind of hard to play with a keyboard and mouse, and he still does it.
Is it yeast or wise?
East.
oh
It's pronounced East in
it,
Japan.
yeah, it can be. Well, wise were it was the English what we called it in English when it came
Well,
first
yeah,
came over
because
here.
we didn't know the
Yeah.
pronunciation when it first came out over here.
Oh
Ah,
yeah, it's like with Dynasty Warriors when they were calling Sao Sao Cow Cow and
Yeah.
Sao P Cow P,
Yeah.
which was funny.
Hmm.
And yep, I'm still continuing my streams of Yeez 8 and Cold Steel. Actually, Saturday will be my last stream of Yeez 8 because that I'll be at the end of the game.
Hmm.
All right then. Well, hopefully that all goes well for you, folks. It's great to see 4 people watching while we're live, but we all know that lurkers like to pleasure themselves while watching a show, and they instantly went down to 3 as soon as I said that. So, it went back up to 4 again. But on that note, folks, since we've caught up with everyone, I need to get a pen to write down the first timestamp. And while I get a pen to write down the first timestamp, Dash can tell you a lot about my favorite activity, which is bullying. Go ahead, Dash.
yeah. Digny likes to bully. He sure does like to bully. He'll
Someone
find
Yeah,
does.
someone, whether it's Galaxy or whether
Yeah.
it's me, whether
anyone.
it's he
Yeah.
can't bully Damien though.
Well,
Damien is
and he
unbullyable.
does try not to bully the guests too.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, bullying
Yeah.
a guest, like
Yeah.
that is just like you do not bully a guest,
Hmm.
like ever. Like
Unless they're,
ripping on a
I would imagine unless they're super insufferable, then I would probably say yes, go ahead.
well, if they're
But
super insufferable, I don't imagine they'll be on or get a
Yeah.
re-invite.
yeah, probably not.
Yeah, but yeah, Digny. Oh man, that Digny, he can be so harsh. So harsh. Man, what's taking him so long? Get the damn pen.
No, I've already written down the timestamp. Can't you lead the way on your own topic?
All
just
right, no, I'm waiting for your cue. I'm waiting for your cue, dude.
Okay, then. Here's your Jew. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Okay, here we go. Topic is Bully Online mod Shutdown after Rockstar does nothing with the IP for over 20 years.
The bully is so bad, folks, that he literally grew up and left school. That's how bad this is. It's ridiculous, right?
Well,
Why make an online mode? Have it for a month, and then just crush it.
Yeah, well, to be fair, it was made by fans. It wasn't really official.
Well, then that explains it. Then
Yeah.
you know you can always trust Galaxy Red to boil down a 15-minute topic into a 15-second topic, which is
I mean,
ideal if
it's
we were
still-
TikTokers.
Well, I mean, it's still that is
Oh,
the
yeah,
reason why. I mean, but it's
I
just,
mean,
Okay,
though,
who wrote?
hey, get
who
on
wrote-
that video. Get on that thought. I think, Galaxy, have you tried upping your shorts game?
no, I don't do shorts. I don't do any of that stuff. I don't do any
But maybe
videos.
you
wears
should.
shorts. He wears shorts, but he doesn't do shorts. But this is courtesy of Mike Straw,
Honestly,
folks.
Actually, I don't even wear shorts. but
Hopefully,
sure.
hopefully that's a real name. He always has to do that, doesn't he, guys? He always has to respond when I make a little dig. He always has to. It's insane. But courtesy of Mike Straw, quote, Bully Online gets shut down after a month after a launch.
Oh, look,
Nice
we
little
got
picture
someone
there.
else in the chat.
Hey,
Yeah, great
Orc,
to see.
Dripping Orc. He's one of my best followers. He's been a Catboy Enjoyer $10 membership for almost 2 years. So we appreciate you. Thanks for coming, man.
Yes, we appreciate you coming here, just like we appreciate this article. Okay, folks, quote, if you are interested in the recently released Bully Online mod, hopefully you were able to check it out before it's been shut down. In a Discord
Because
post,
it's been-
it was...
He said
What?
before. He said before it's because it's been shut down.
You're correcting
And-
the article. He's just reading what the guy wrote.
No, he didn't.
If-
He said before. He said before. That says it. That says because. I think he said before.
Continue, Digny.
Zine, why don't you read the rest of this?
Oh no, I'm not. I was just kind of more. I wasn't laughing at you, Digny. It was more
Oh,
the.
hey, our favorite Twinks here. Hey,
Oh.
hey, man, how's it going?
Hi, well, thanks to yourself. Sorry for being late.
It's okay. I
Oh.
told everyone you'd be late.
All right. Oh, and look,
Okay,
it's just an
folks.
all-male panel. I can finally have my gangbang.
Yes, you can. I recommend
No.
Galaxy Red. If you were interested in the recently released Bully Online mod, hopefully you were able to check it out before it's been shut down. In a Discord post, it was announced that the Bully Online project was ending development and being taken offline forever. That means the server is offline. Well, what else do you think it bloody means? Are these article writers 5-year-olds? They have to explain literally everything in an article.
A lot of
The
them have
source
just been
code-
writing their articles through ChatGPT.
It's ridiculous, right? Don't let a clanker write your article. The source code has been taken down and all account data will be deleted, among other steps. As far as why it's been taken offline, that wasn't revealed. However, it was promised that Funny Word, the
Swag.
YouTuber
Yeah,
leading the
yeah.
project, will cover everything in more detail in a video about it. So quite simply, guys, a YouTuber made a mod and Rockstar shut it down. He got the call, it all switched off. Okay? It's as simple as that. But I think some more context would be appreciated from Mike Straw and his good friend Mike Crotch. All right then,
My
folks.
God.
For now, though, know that. Hey, scroll up. Fucking reading. For now, though. For now, though, no, this is not something we want. Who wrote this? How does that make any grammatical sense? For now, though.
This is AI, 100%.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, it totally is.
Okay,
We called it.
let's get first impressions. Let's start off with Damien. Damien, does this article sound like AI?
It certainly does, though I would first ask this question. Could we confirm the race and ethnicity of the author?
Straight white gay male. I mean, straight white bi male.
I say he's a gay guy for sure.
The thing is this, most gay men tend to have quite the grasp on the English language, so this is AI.
Well, you see, Mike Straw's cousin is my crotch, so you know that it's not a very good article. What about you, Galaxy? From what you've seen and heard so far, do you think this article is AI?
A lot of it is, it seems like, but some could be like they used AI, but then they try to touch it up and they're just really bad at it for the spelling.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first, folks. Galaxy Red made it very clear that Mike Straw touched up this article. Okay, it came from Galaxy. It didn't come from any of us. It came from Galaxy. What about you, Zine? Do you think AI was involved in this Bully Online article?
Yeah, with the grammatical errors, it seems ChatGPT because it's seemed to be online for that AI, but who knows? It could be another one.
It is not that difficult, folks, to type up a generic 1,000-word article about any topic and, give your thoughts on the topic as my personal views while covering, what's going on in the explanation section. You don't
no,
need a piece of AI to do it.
let me put it to you this way. When I was in university, I always asked if I could go over the page limit because I would write more than what was required. But one time I wrote an 8,000 word essay in one day. So he could do so much better.
Yes. It just goes to show that it's not about talent, it's about influence. All right. Unfortunately for fans, however, that's all come to an immediate stop, and the website to view the mod is now offline. As mentioned, it's not clear as of now what the reasons behind the shutdown are. That said, it could be assumed that this has something to do with the developers of the original game, Rockstar. So this isn't a news article, this is an assumption piece.
Well, it does.
It was totally Rockstar. Like,
Yeah.
it's like the Smiling Friends clip. It's my IP to sit on and do nothing with.
I can see this article technically is still news in a way because it's telling people that the server's down for it, like they shut down shut it
Rockstar
down.
does not want anything bully that they can't profit of, and they're never going to do anything with the IP ever. Just like we'll never get an LA Noire sequel.
Yeah.
I'll be amazed if we get Red Dead Redemption 3.
We won't.
Personally.
But I wish we would. We won't.
Those most likely will be sooner to get GTA 6 than those.
I personally think that if GTA 6 flops, it'll be the last game Rockstar ever makes, as HBO Max promotes the cult behind the killer. Gotta love those articles. But Insider Gaming will add to this story once an official update on why the project was ended is made available. Until then, leave your thoughts down in the comments on Bully Online being shut down and join the discussion in the official Insider Gaming Discord server. Folks, this is a script a content creator would write down to make a video about this.
Yeah.
There's zero passion in this
Although
article.
a lot of articles do end with like leave your comments down below or whatever. But that part with the Discord server, I don't know about that.
Yeah, as I was saying,
Dash, this guy should have added, thank you for writing this article. Reading this article, rather. If you haven't already, like and share the article below. And check out our website for more. Why don't you subscribe to our website for exclusive access to all of our articles? Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, bye for now.
You forgot the Raid Shadow Legend promo.
Oh, good God. Oh, it makes my skin crawl, this does, folks. Because Bully is a cult classic, yet it's from an era where Rockstar were at their creative best. yet the company wasn't making bank like it is today. So many companies go through this, right? When they're creatively at their best, financially they're in trouble.
Yeah, like
But
Blizzard.
when they're creative at their worst, they're financially at their best, right? Look at Telltale, Zine, right?
Yeah.
Look at Telltale Games. They made some of the greatest choice-based games out there where your choices didn't really matter because they wanted to tell an actual story. But they
Mhm.
were so good that financially wise, the company was collapsing. And it led to it getting, well, bought out and ripped to pieces.
Yeah,
Whereas with Rockstar, you
I
see what you
think
see. What?
I believe the reason why that happens where a company goes into bankruptcy by pursuing their creative pursuits, and why they end up being successful when they don't do that, is because ultimately at the end of the day, gamers are a very predictable bunch. If you make a very generic game that just scratches that itch of like, oh, I'm having fun, then it's a success. If we look at something like Lethal Company, Repo, etc., there wasn't much going on with their games that made them interesting. It just took the Phasmophobia formula and went with it somewhere else.
Someone's
thing-
typing what you're saying, Damien, to make a video about this.
That was
I'm still
Dash
disappointed we got
typing.
Telltale Game Zones too. It's Dash, not me. But yeah, no, ultimately the problem is just the fact that when a game should be a success, gamers aren't there to put their money down. When a game should be a failure, gamers will run to make sure it succeeds.
I mean, Fortnite is the perfect example of this, right? Fortnite was a bare bones project that took the concept of Battle Royale, a film, which failed, by the way, and then put it into the gaming sphere. That succeeded because Fortnite turned itself into a bowl that could be filled up with anything. And that's what it has become today. That is its legacy, right? Things that are truly unique creatively will always fade away because they are not financially viable to the lowest common denominator, as HBO Max promotes another show called The Pit.
Oh, I'm
with
talking
two
about
T's.
the armpit.
I have no idea.
The Brad Pitt?
I'd
No,
like
it's
to
The
get
Pit
bread.
with two T's. Or
No, Brad Pitt is
other
CTs.
things. But
But yeah.
let's get rid of this bloody thing. I don't want to promote HBO Max. Okay? I think one thing that we need to make absolutely clear is that people would love a new Bully game, but consider the landscape in 2026.
Not
It
gonna
would
happen.
get lambasted from every single direction.
I
I mean, what
mean-
about you, Dash? What do you make of that idea?
I mean, I think Bully would be really cool. I did play part of the first game, and it was a lot of school jokes. I mean, the kid who becomes your rival dresses up as a Nazi for Halloween, and somehow the school had no problem with it. I mean, it was a funny series. Like it was just GTA, but in a school setting.
Which is ironic because schools are coming to GTA 6. So maybe there'll be a mission inside a school where you pretend to be
they
a
wouldn't have
janitor.
the balls to do that. No way.
And it's like you have to sneak into the school, pretend to be a janitor, right? Sneak into the school because one of the teachers is like a gang member using kids as drug mules or something. That'd be an interesting concept, wouldn't it? That'd be very interesting. I mean, what about you, Zine? Could you imagine the concept of a Bully game in 2026?
It'd be completely filled with leftist propaganda and trans kids and so
Zoomer
on.
humor.
Yeah.
Having trans kids in a game called Bully 2 doesn't seem like something the left would want creatively.
It's why they're not going to touch it.
Right. I mean, there are lots of franchises GTA is not going to touch because Rockstar is GTA now. That's why I said GTA instead of Rockstar. It wasn't a blooper at all. It wasn't an error because Rockstar practically is the GTA company. they should rename their company, guys, to the Grand Theft Auto Corporation, because it's the only game they're gonna release.
Yeah, I mean, I'm very surprised they didn't make a new Noir game after the success of LA Noir, and just how popular, like even like the memes from LA Noir are still being used today. That's how influential the game is.
The funniest one being you, as the detective, accuse a gangster of fucking young boys, which turns out to be the truth.
Yeah, Cole's dialogue is off the rails. Like, you know, it goes into anti-Semitic places. It's like very authentic to the time.
Yes, which simply cannot exist in this time. That's why it's not going to get renewed. That's why new projects are not going to get showcased. Okay,
You know what? That's what
the
made
landscape we're in.
the character so cool, because he was flawed. I mean, like, he cheats on his wife later on in the game with some old bag, and he's showing that he really wasn't like the greatest guy ever, but like damn, was he committed to like solving cases.
Yes, he was a good detective, right? Someone who's good at their job is not a good person. It's as simple as that, right? Sorry for saying it and putting it so bluntly, folks, but if you want to be good at your job, you have to be an awful human being who is awful to other human beings. Anyone who has worked in the workplace knows this, that in order to get results, you have to be, quite frankly, a cunt. All right? Exactly. Rockstar had multiple franchises, but they boiled it down to 2, which might just be 1 at this stage, because I don't ever see Red Dead Redemption 3 ever coming out.
No, Red Dead Redemption won't come out because literally every resource available at Rockstar is just spent on GTA Online.
Hmm. You look at Red Dead Redemption 2, it was released 2018, I think. How much depth that game has, right, for a game of its time and place. The kind of depth GTA 6 is going to have to at least match Red Dead Redemption 2. Never mind surpass it, right? And I understand creative depth is very important, but I don't want to refuel my fucking car. Even if it's go to the gas station, wait there for a few seconds to have the fuel refuel on its own. This isn't Gran Turismo. I'm not going to do a pit stop in the middle of a mission. Okay? That's for Real Life Simulator 15 or whatever they call those games, okay?
But Digny,
Euro
gamers
truck
want
driver.
real life in their games, don't you know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
as someone
realism.
who believes in reality, Damien, right? You'd think I'd sympathize with that mindset. I don't. There's a place for realism in games, but there is no place for reality in games. Okay? That's the differential. So there you go. Any other comments about Bully and Bully 2 in 2026? How about you, Red? What do you make of the idea of Bully 2 in 2026?
Not gonna happen. Even though I like to have it come out, but it's like, it's not gonna happen because, for one thing, even when GTA 6 comes out, which we don't even know if it's coming out this year anyway, it might be pushed back again. But it would be funny if it would be pushed back again. But yeah, because of what's with how they do things. But yeah, I don't see Rockstar making another Bully game like at all.
Well,
Not even that. Think about the fact we won't even get another Manhunt game.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
For the same reasons. That kind of violence has no place in this time frame, whether you like to admit it or not. The zeitgeist simply won't handle it. One more question before we move on to the next topic, and we're going to ask the entire panel. Dash, do you think there'll ever be a GTA 7?
Probably.
When?
2035.
Okay. I think there will be a GTA 7, and based on the history length of time between GTA 5 and GTA 6, which is a total of 13 to 14 years, let's say it releases in 2027, right? That's 14 years. Let's take those 14 years and push it into the future. GTA 7 will be released in 2041.
Fuck.
So what about you, Zine? Do
Well,
you think there'll ever be a GTA 7?
That most likely is. There's a
When?
good chance. I was gonna go for 2050.
Okay. Look, that's given the state of games development in this day and age, Zine's projection, it is not beyond the realm of possibility, right?
Yeah.
2058. Look, you've got 2035, 2041, 2050, 2058. Are we literally going to get GTA 7 partnering with CD Projekt Red to release a project in 2076?
Or we just
Oh,
get
damn.
Star Citizen in the next 50 years.
I can't wait for GTA 7, Starfield 2, and Elder Scrolls 7 to release in the same year, 2104. What about
Yeah.
you, Galaxy? Do you think GTA 7 will ever be released?
I don't know. Like you said before, it depends on how much if 6 is going to be successful or not. If it's not successful, I'm pretty sure it will be, but it probably won't be that. It might not be as successful as previous games, and it may actually they might not be able to even make a 7. So that's the thing.
Well, let's put it this way, Galaxy. When GTA 4 fundamentally failed, because it did, it took Rockstar 4 years to make GTA 5.
Yeah.
So, to Dash's point, right, if GTA 6 fundamentally fails, then GTA 7 may be released earlier than 2035 to try and
that largely
build back
depends
together.
because how they like you also said how long the development cycles are now. You don't know,
Yeah.
so you don't really know what's gonna happen. So I would still say it's hard to tell if it's gonna be if a 7 is even gonna exist or not. But I guess if it did exist, if it was going to exist, it'll probably not be until at least 2050 something, somewhere around there.
Galaxy should really get into politics with an answer like that, folks, right? Really? Like, yes, 2025 or 2055, something like that. What about you, Damien? Hey, do you think GTA 7 will ever be released? And if so, when?
I would say no. The particular problem is this: it's that we haven't seen any kind of new release from from Rockstar to see what their technical prowess is outside of 2018. And we know from a lot of AAA studios that when they release a new title, it's a hot mess on release. So we'll need to see if Rockstar is going to be able to avoid that. Then into addition, we know that they sanitize all their products. We've seen with every single re-release of GTA 5, they've removed more and more content. So they were on that front. A lot of people that would want to have that same gritty feeling aren't going to go for it. Will it sell well? Yes. However, given all of what we've seen of the game in terms of development, a lot of how developers go about getting influences and such, the game is not going to break even. And if the game doesn't break even, Rockstar's not going to see that as a success. And most likely than not, they might even just abandon the GTA franchise and just focus on the online portion of it.
I know
Yeah.
so much money has been put into the franchise, folks. Likewise with Starfield. Starfield had a budget of $300 million US. It made $750 million US in 3 months, followed by hitting the billion mark within a year of its release. Starfield did so well financially that you could make 3 more Starfields, but they're never going to make a new one again because something can be a financial success and not a cultural success. Okay? And vice versa. GTA 4, it was a financial failure, but culturally, it was a great success. People look back at GTA 4 as one of the most technically advanced, grounded GTA games ever released.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much you can do mechanically in GTA 4 that just doesn't exist in 5.
And
We
I
should-
think that's a very important thing for people to realize, right? You can't just make the same game over and over again. And if GTA 6 does fail, where does Rockstar go from there? But that's a topic for another show. Okay. Now for our second topic, talking about what was that?
Yeah,
I thought
I
that
heard that noise earlier too.
was someone beeping? Someone beeping like a clown horn? But
No,
the second
well,
topic,
to
folks.
me, it sounded like one of the like a tambourine, like someone like hitting it with a
Yeah.
hand.
That was very
If you
interesting.
guys are hearing a bell, it's my cat.
Oh,
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 okay, that's what it
that'll
is.
be
then.
it.
the only pussy you have, Damien, is the one
Mm.
that's walking about. But the second topic, is about Steam removing clown awards over a fake backlash. Now, Dash, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about this situation?
Okay, yeah. So the Jester Reward was the mock button for a lot of people. Everyone would give like gestures to like bad takes or like
That's like for
anytime
like
they wanted
reviews
to
and
clown
stuff
on
too.
it. So in their latest update, they removed it. But I also heard there was also a bad problem with people farming gestures to get their rank up.
Hmm.
No, this guy says I saved this one just because you deserve it. Based. This is so lame.
Let's face it, guys, right? If Steam is behaving like this now, when the new regime inevitably replaces the current regime, it's going to make Nintendo's downfall look like a picnic. Because
oh no,
Yeah.
the thing
face it.
is,
Hmm?
the thing is, we've already been seeing Steam go the way of the dinosaur in terms of falling victim to the left-wing parasite. When it comes to particular games, it's that you can't have content. For example, you can't have a character that looks younger than 18. You need to make sure the character is older than 18. So if you want to design a youthful character, well, Steam doesn't allow that. There was another incident 2 years ago where an indie developer was making a game and it featured a scene of sexual assault. And Steam was like, no, you can't have this in the game. You need to be more explicit about the fact that it's sexual assault. And they were like, how do I make it more explicit? It's like it's evident what it is.
That's
Just
such a
like you said,
ridiculous mindset.
That is insane.
Hmm.
So like it couldn't just be like a fade to black thing. They had to make it explicit.
Yeah, they had to make it more explicit. And it was like, how do you make this more explicit? Because it's very obvious what's happening.
You make it even more obvious, get an R rating, and no one can ever buy your game because it'll get banned.
So that's already the issue. And then we obviously know with like some games, if it has sexual content, Steam plays the game of, this is fine, this isn't fine. So ultimately, it's like Steam has already shown us that once Gabe is gone, they're gonna go full steam ahead on basically neutering themselves.
And this doesn't surprise me at all. And it's ultimately going to make Epic the #1 hub of PC gaming. Because let's
Yeah,
face it, folks.
I would just say go to GOG. That'd be the
Yeah, I'd probably go to GOG first before I
Yeah.
ever go to Epic.
yeah.
Well, you can go to GOG all day long. As soon as they present themselves as a threat to the existing system, never mind Epic, Steam will crush them like a bug. In fact, the new leaders of GOG, who were the original founders, made it clear that they do not wish to compete with competitors like Steam or Epic because they know on an equal footing they'll be crushed.
So they want to be the high dive of PC gaming.
Essentially. But if more and more, if Steam takes L after L, like what we're seeing here, it will lead to more people going elsewhere. People will not be inclined to go over to Epic because of their shady history, right? So
Mhm.
they'll go over
Yeah.
to GOG. GOG
Yeah.
becomes bigger. That becomes a threat to Steam and Epic, who will then do everything they can because they're both very big companies in very different ways. They will both do all that they can to crush the competition.
Yep. And the thing is, what we know, what a lot of like smaller companies, throw enough money at them and they'll bend over backwards.
Quite
Yeah, or
frankly,
just threaten
yes.
to take their money if they allow certain games.
And there's a historical precedent for this. When Sega rose up against Nintendo, what was the end result legacy-wise? Sega got crushed, and Sony took the #1 spot in the console space away from Nintendo. So, by doing this, by Steam doing this, they're taking the first of probably many steps into becoming the next devil of gaming, which should terrify almost every PC gamer out there, considering Steam virtually holds a monopoly in PC gaming.
Well, it's that
Virtually.
it's that vandalization like thing. Like they take away the joke, they allow people to not have fun or like express their dissatisfaction. Like they already give like the mods on these game forums like so much power to just like shut down discussion, even if it like makes their own game look bad.
Well, here's a question, guys. Do you think that thumbnail was made with AI?
No, those look like Steam graphics.
You sure?
Yeah, pretty sure. I believe those are all emotes on Steam. You can see one is kind of like starting to do an animation, but but it's not a GIF, so it's
You mean a GIF? But
yeah.
yeah, how long before these guys are all removed? I mean, a chicken is offensive to the Jewish community who use chickens as battering rams. They literally do.
Well, I
Search
already
that up.
heard people were reacting saying they're going to find a replacement emote to be the new Jester.
Well, then why not make it a chicken? A chicken's a clown, in a certain sense, especially when its head's cut off because of how it runs around like a
But what if
clown.
I wanted to be a Jewish chicken?
That's a contradiction in terms, Damien. But I will make it very clear, folks, that doing this, removing this award, is a silly thing to do, right? Right?
Mhm.
You can see people's reactions, right? Clown, clown, or all sorts of other clown again. I mean, so many people being like, this is a stupid decision. I think we can all agree on that.
Yes, it is a stupid
It is.
decision. The issue is this: it's that as much as people are upset about it, they're not going to actualize their frustration in a meaningful way.
Well,
Yeah.
well, Damien, I'll just point out that most people only address problems when, the enemy's at the gate. Sometimes not even then. This is the first step of many,
Mm-hmm.
quite frankly, right? YouTube, for example, didn't start off being this bipolar site. It took many steps and many changes, many innovations, and many regressions to make that possible. The same will apply to Rumble. The same applies to Steam and Epic, and before we know it, GOG. And then the only place we'll be able to fully embrace PC gaming is, I don't know, making our own PC games, because that's what it's going to have to take. Making remakes of Pathways, right? Where we choose our own adventure and make Amelia our Gooner Queen.
Oh, Digny, you should actually look at the pixel art I made.
Oh,
Over
where's that?
I need to now go into Twitter and get it.
Yes. Why don't you do that then, Damien? What about you, Galaxy? What do you make of all this?
Well, the clown thing. I mean, like you guys have already been saying, the clown was I think when they put the clown the clown thing on there, it's actually a good thing to have on there because pe- people like want to have an opinion or whatever. It doesn't matter if they like or not like or something, and if they think it's funny or something, they just put the clown on there. So if it's like a you know something that they you know
Mhm.
hate or something, usually they put a clown on there and say, hey, you got the wrong opinion or something like that. They put the clown. But I don't know why they removed that. Like it seemed like they did it because they wanted to make sure that people don't have a you know so they can't say you cannot like this. You cannot not like this. I mean, you can't say something is funny in terms of like clown, the clown way, So
Or you could just call them a chicken, right? Or you can
yeah,
call
but
them, I
see,
don't know, a peach,
yeah, I guess.
or all sorts of other emojis. In fact, let's look through YouTube and see which emojis we could use to condemn people, right? We could use this. I don't know what this is, folks. It's like an electric bubble. What else can we use? Of course, there's the skull. There's the skull
Oh yeah,
emoji.
people
Folks,
do that.
just spam
Mhm.
emojis in the chat, folks. It'll
Mm-hmm.
encourage more people to watch in the algorithm. Oh, we could do like a ghost emoji,
There's-
folks. Oh, is that problematic? Is the ghost emoji problematic? Because, you could be implying wishing death on someone. Get rid of that. What about the poop emoji? What if I do the poop emoji at a Somalian? Does that become a crime on Steam? Do I get my Steam account locked for that? Eh? What about the alien? What if I call a Canadian an alien? Is that bad? Is that not allowed? Hmm? Why is it green on StreamYard but gray on YouTube? That's weird. What if I give someone a kiss but they don't want a kiss and they call it digital rape? Hmm?
I wouldn't be surprised if that were an actual thing.
In all seriousness, folks, right? What if I do this? What if I just put in I couldn't believe there was a hole emoji. There's
What?
literally a
What
hole
is the purpose
emoji.
of that?
Yeah.
Why a hole?
You
Oh,
should
okay,
be plugging the hole.
I guess it's
Dash.
supposed to be a black hole in a way. I guess.
What,
Wow.
what if
Black hole?
what if I give a bomb emoji to an Arab? Is that banned on Steam? When do you stop, folks? I've just given you all so many reasons to ban multiple emojis, right? Because once you go down this road, right,
Mhm.
this emoji, especially the white version, is racist.
Can I add
Right?
something?
Bring it up, Dash.
Something Elon once said. He said that like wokeness began when like Apple removed the gun emoji and made it a water gun.
Okay.
Yeah.
See, look, this emoji, folks, would be considered racist. The
Yeah,
OK symbol. Remember
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, because
It's in the hate symbol, documented hate symbol, ADL.
Yeah, ADL called it it said
Yeah.
it's white power because of this stupid 4chan
What
meme.
about-
or
Even
whatever.
though I've literally played a game from the 90s with that symbol.
Yeah.
What about the
I mean,
brain
a lot of people use
emoji?
it.
The brain emoji is offensive to people who don't have brains.
or
So
just
half of
calls them
America.
dumb. So yeah,
Oh yeah. I think
Wait.
this would be offensive in the UK.
Hold
What
on,
about
wait.
the sheep emoji?
Wouldn't then the dog emoji be offensive to Muslims because they hate dogs?
Exactly. Or what if I show a monkey emoji to an African? Is that considered offensive and wrong, and I have to get rid of that?
Here, look,
Folks?
I use one of my own emotes, the stabbing Tomberry emoji.
it's
It's
not
a-
showing
my
up in
name's Ryan.
StreamYard, but yeah,
It's not showing on StreamYard because it's my own custom emoji that
Yeah.
I bought
Yeah.
on Etsy.
It's 9999 TB. So this
Yep,
emoji
minus
has
99 damage.
this
Yeah.
this emoji has nearly 10,000 levels of tuberculosis. Right? In fact,
oh my god,
Zine with the knife emoji, right? They wouldn't
Yeah.
even show that on YouTube's top chat. I had to find it on StreamYard, right? We are
Yeah, there's an ice cube.
trivializing. Yeah, the ice cube. Well, that's offensive because of ice. And if you put all the ice together, you get ISIS, which is even worse. So ban that.
You put two ice cubes next to each other, and they'd be ISIS.
Yeah. The panda emoji is offensive to anyone who doesn't like Kung Fu Panda.
Or yeah.
When does this stop? If you remove the clown emoji or the jester emoji, whatever you want to call it, how long before we remove everything else, right? How long do we remove the skunk emoji because it's too white and it's not black enough? Hmm?
We even the thing is, it's like we know it's possible for that to happen because, for example, when we send like emotes of people, you have the option to change the color. And I have a colleague at work. She's a black woman, and she will change all the human emojis to have her skin tone. It's just like, what is the purpose of this?
The purpose is so she can jack off on her racial characteristics while cracking mirrors at every turn. But in all seriousness, folks, you look at what Steam's doing, and you really delve into it. This sets a terrifying precedent for all the other platforms. We could see mass emoji, total emoji death, folks. TED for short. Total
Yeah, like this is
emoji
the type
death.
of shit that was happening during peak wokeness, like when they got rid of all the mascots on the American brands. Like, you
Mhm.
know, I'm still pissed about Land O'Lakes. I saw that as a kid growing up all the time, and I thought it was so cool that she was holding her own box, and it was just an infinite loop of her holding butter.
Folks,
Mhm.
Dash, removing a Native American from her own land is the most American thing you can ever do, right? Right?
Mm.
You can remove natives from your land, and that's a good thing. But when Denmark removes Inuits from Greenland, that's bad. America, it's ours. But yeah, we're going to keep this topic going for another few minutes so that we can then say goodbye to Zine, who is preparing a 5-hour marathon gaming stream, and that's going to be fun, man. It's also going to be exclusive to Rumble.
Well, he might not have the. He might not have a 5-hour stream for it, depending on how fast he finishes it. Right?
Oh no, that'd be the Yeez 8's gonna be the one that's Saturday. Today's
Yeah,
Cold
well,
Steel.
we got 3 other topics
Yeah, I know, but
to
you're on the
get
final.
through.
You said you're in the final area, right? So.
Oh, Digny.
No, not on the Cold Steel.
Well, I thought
I'll
East
tell
8 was tonight.
No,
No?
I'll
Oh, okay.
I'll tell you this, guys. Right, I'll tell you this, Dash. We are not covering 3 topics in 8 minutes. What are you? What about you, Damien? What were you going to say?
I'd say check your Twitter messages. I sent the
Oh.
post to you.
Don't worry, guys. A man has just sent me a DM on X. I'm sure it won't end badly. All right.
Oh, with
Be careful.
Damien's and DMs? Oh no, I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, it'll be
Dash,
fantastic,
Dash.
folks. But how long do you guys think it'll take before Steam goes the way of Nintendo?
it won't be long. I mean, if Gabe goes, it's gonna happen real fast.
Yeah, like
Mhm.
when Gabe dies, I'd give it basically like 2 months before they start like brute forcing everything through.
Well, keep in mind, Gabe is not actually at the company anymore, really. he
I know
has
this
like
is from
he basically
Damien.
has stock in there still, but he doesn't. He's not, no.
This is Amelia, the fate of Amelia, folks. The network recently made a 46-minute video about this. Yeah,
Ah.
very interesting.
Wow, I completely missed this entire thing. Like this game just came and went overnight for me.
Yes.
And unfortunately, you can't access it because the UK government blocked all access.
Yeah, they
Oh,
got rid of
it-
Jace,
pretty sure it's
save the
been-
link. We have it
pretty
on the
sure it's been-
archive.
Oh.
I think it's actually been back up now though. But I'm not sure.
Yeah, but it's been lobotomized. Amelia has
Yeah.
been sent to the camp. Okay, folks?
Well, I know
Right.
I know Amelia's still in there though, so I don't know if they changed her or not though. But I think she's still in there.
It's amazing
be
they
quiet.
gave the Shud character purple hair.
Let's be uncharacteristically quiet for like 10 seconds to freak out the audience.
Why?
Because it's funny.
Okay.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
That wasn't 10 seconds, you cunt. Now I have to do it again.
It was close enough.
It was 8 seconds. So that's how
Yeah, it's
long
close enough.
Damien lasts in the bedroom. And I'm very grateful, folks, that while we were doing an awkward silence to freak you out, none of you left. So thank you. It's very kind. We appreciate you all, right? What we don't appreciate is Steam's nefarious actions, okay?
Mhm.
Because the biggest problem, I know this seems like a small issue now, but wait until Steam starts doing egregious shit, like getting rid of Expedition 33 because there aren't enough Algerian characters in it. It's a French game, and because French DEI means you need Algerians in the game. Okay?
All right. Should we say goodbye to Zine and go
Yeah.
on to the next topic?
Let me
Yes.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Zine, tell us where we're
Yeah.
going to find you and what you're doing, and then leave.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I am be streaming over at Rumble. I do stream on YouTube here and there, maybe once or twice a week. But other than that, well, actually, X might be streaming on X at some point again. But other than that, that'll be all. Thank you, everyone. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
having me
Zine.
on the show, and have a good day, everyone.
Bye.
Bye for now,
Bye, Zine.
Zine.
Bye,
Bye.
Zine. Thank you
You'll
for coming by.
It'll be great to see Zine streaming on X because it's so great that he's now gotten the courage to get into porn. Okay, folks, because we all know that
Wrong
X
X.
is a sex
Yeah,
site,
that's-
right? Right? We all know that. I mean, that's why Damien's on it. Isn't that right, Damien? You're on X.
I don't post anything of myself as of yet.
No. As of yet.
As of
But
yet.
on that
Well,
note, do you know what I like
eventually I'll
about
post
God.
typics.
You know what I like about my my background, folks? It eliminates most of the StreamYard logo, so
Yeah.
you can't see the white elements.
Well, I mean,
Nice.
you can, but it's still kind of hard to see a little bit because of the
Okay.
you know.
Well, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on to the third topic, where we're going to talk a little bit about Concord 3 or 2. I don't know at this stage, right? What the fuck is going on? What is
Oh,
High
wait,
Guard?
High Guard. High Guard isn't making yeah, so High Guard was this game that got revealed at the Game Awards. They had a
Mhm.
big ass trailer for it. And they have not posted anything since that trailer debuted at the Game Awards. It's a
Yeah.
fantasy hero shooter. It's a fantasy
Wasn't
themed
it-
hero.
Wasn't that coming out this month too?
It's coming out in a couple of days.
Yeah, and they haven't released anything yet, or anything since then. That's a sign that tells you that they're probably going to give it that it's not doing
Titanfall
well.
elements, like, because they have Titanfall people working on this with the sliding and the
Yeah,
it's very
looks-
like
it looks generic.
I don't know.
Oh
It just
my God,
seems like it's filled with like more the same like character designs that people are kind of sick of
Yeah,
as far as like hero shooters are concerned, and
mhm.
kind of like a Concord Light, if you will. Especially like some of these hairstyles do not fit in a fantasy setting.
Yeah.
Destiny 3 looks so great, doesn't it, guys?
Destiny
The
3.
Yeah.
The problem is like, I know that's a very modern haircut on the dude. The issue with all of this is, okay, if I want to play a hero shooter, there's Valorant, Apex Legends, Marvel Rivals, Overwatch, etc. It's like this game. Oh my god, even Smite, because I play Smite 2 as well. I look at this and I'm like, okay, there's literally nothing about this game that's appealing.
This looks like Godfall.
Godfall.
Oh,
You remember Godfall?
I do.
yeah, I have the game. I hear it's just all right from what I hear.
Yeah, it is. It's
Yeah,
got a
it's fun.
solid foundation, but it's hard to feel connected to a game when everyone looks like a furry.
Well, that's not a problem for me.
Well, for
Mhm.
obvious reasons. But look, these are supposed to be the makers of Titanfall and Apex Legends. This is supposed to be the next breakout game, and it hasn't received any
10
publicity. It's
days.
free to play.
It comes out in 10 freaking days.
It's
Yeah.
a free to play game as well.
Yeah, they just haven't released anything ever since that trailer. It's kind of like crazy.
Yeah, people are starting to say it might be a money laundering scheme.
No, it's more than likely is that they're gonna just like say in a couple days before that they need more time or something like that, and they're gonna push it back.
This is so depressing.
Yeah, thank you so much, Orc, for being a Catboy enjoyer for 22 months. Fantastic.
That's going to be completely out of context for when we make this a network video, but hopefully
That's what's going to make it so good.
Yeah, all the new viewers are going to enjoy the fact that Dash's members are Catboys. Yeah, I just find this so desperate and depressing, right? Apex Legends still exists, okay?
Mhm.
It's still doing decent. It's not
Yeah.
doing bad enough to justify this. In the world of PvP shooters, you shouldn't have more than one, right? You should have at least one per generation. And that's the problem with free-to-play games. You can't ever end them. Notice that, right? Imagine if Fortnite came to an end. What would the general reaction in the gaming world be?
There'll be a lot of celebration from the people that don't play Fortnite.
Yeah,
However, the player base will be incredibly upset because, for example, like I have a Fortnite subscription that I get V-Bucks every month and a free skin. If Fortnite shut down, it's like, all right, fine. How am I gonna get my money back?
Of course not.
No, you're not going to.
Everyone's purchases will go down. What's really cool is that when the Warner Brothers Smash Brothers game the multiverses, like when that got shut down, what Player First Games did is that they anyone who downloaded it from a certain point could like have access to everything in offline modes. So like, they kind of did that as a, when they didn't have to.
But let's face it, guys. Free-to-play games are never designed to end. It's a very interesting concept, folks, right?
Yeah, but
imagine
this is like most fragile media. Yeah.
Yeah, imagine a story that never ends. You can't, can you? Yet we accept that for gaming, but we don't accept that for stories, right? Imagine if Game of Thrones never ended. Right? Imagine if there was a 9th season and a 10th season and an 11th and 12th and 13th and onwards. Imagine if it was like a soap opera, it never stopped. Right? The idea of anything that doesn't have a beginning, middle, and an end, in my view, should not exist as a concept. Yet it does in gaming through free-to-play games, right? And that is very, very bad. Everything has to end, right? This shouldn't even be allowed to begin, because we know how Highguard is going to end. It's going to end abysmally, and it will be forgotten in a few years.
Yep.
It's as simple as that. People want Titanfall 3. They don't want Highguard. Let's face it.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if Apex Legends killed Titanfall.
Well, of course it did.
It did.
Because it was released during that era, folks, where you could make a free-to-play game and you could make bank off of it, right? That's why so many companies were making them, because almost every one of them originally was profitable. The most profitable of which was Fortnite, which continues to this day, and it is getting stronger and stronger and stronger in the gaming zeitgeist. Because if it wasn't, why are all these brands embracing it and investing into it? Disney has placed a massive investment in Fortnite because they see it's going to last, right? Fortnite is what, 7, 8 years old? When's the 10th anniversary? Do you know, Damien?
No, not that invested. What do you take me for?
Yeah,
I
don't know
take you
either.
for a femboy that plays Fortnite. A femboy Fortnite.
Boy, Fortnite.
Yeah.
I do like to buy the most twinkish looking skins in the game.
But let's face it, guys, right? I use Fortnite as an example because it's the most prolific free-to-play game out there, okay? It reaches its 10th anniversary, its 20th anniversary, its 50th anniversary. Oh, look, DMs.
Oh shit!
Do you know what you need, Dash? You need
I need-
Mr. Nobody's DM
you-
Guardian,
I
which
have it.
covers
I
all
have
of
it.
that.
Galaxy.
do you-
Let me explain it. Galaxy. I know. Galaxy gifted it to me because he wanted a subscription from Mr. Nobody. So technically, I have it, but it'll blur my DMs off stream as well. So
But you can turn it off when you're not on off stream.
You know, quite
Leave it on
frankly,
when
I
you're
can't
streaming.
believe I can't believe that nobody has spoken. I call him Mr. Nobody, folks, just out of habit. But I cannot believe someone has marketed a product for people who just can't be asked to stop sharing their screen when they bring up DMs, right? Atreus did this all the time. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm streaming. I'm just talking," and he'd have his screen shared, and he'd just bring up his DMs for like 5 or 10 minutes. It's like, what are you doing? Stop sharing your screen when you're looking at your DMs. Sorry to go on a rant, folks, but
The
hopefully
rage.
look, the viewership's going up, so clearly it's entertaining. But my point is, with free-to-play games, taking Fortnite as a great example, even if it lasts 50 years, it's got to end at some point. Maybe there'll be a Fortnite movie. Maybe there'll be a physical release of Fortnite, right? As an actual game with an online and an offline mode because of how so successful it is. What do you guys think? Damien,
I do.
Dash,
Oh yeah, Damien.
anyone?
Should I speak first because my name was said?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't want it to sound like I'm talking to myself here, folks.
But Digny, we know you're crazy.
Go ahead.
I love how you don't dispute it. The thing is, obviously, Fortnite will end eventually. Like, the thing is, Epic is going to eventually get tired of Fortnite. They're going to run out of ideas, and there's going to be nothing they can do because every single game has a life cycle. Free-to-play games have longer life cycles than offline releases, and so it will last longer. But basically, once all of the streamers phase out, the game is going to dip in popularity. Once a competitor against Fortnite comes out, the player base is going to go, and eventually the game will die. And most likely what will happen is you'll have a few dedicated people that will set up servers to play Fortnite and such. But ultimately, I doubt that Epic is going to invest the resources into making like an actual game that you can play offline. I doubt that they'll do that. And in terms of a Fortnite movie, they have had opportunities to make animations and stuff. I think the only one they really invested in was the Kill Bill Fortnite film they did, and that was about it. And it was a short film at that.
I think the more ambitious Epic becomes, the more likely that they will push things further and further. Because you're not going to see that with High Guard, right? They've barely advertised it. See all the advertising that Epic puts into Fortnite with each update, with all these new characters, with all these new events, with all these new deals and sales, right? That's how you're supposed to push a free-to-play game. Fortnite is the textbook example, right? Whether people like it or not, it is the go-to example for showcasing and selling a free-to-play game. High Guard is doing the exact opposite of that on almost every front.
Well, I want to also point out that think of Team Fortress 2. The only cosmetics they eventually introduced post when it went to free to play was hats. And obviously for a time the TF2 community was going real strong. They got the voice actors back to do more videos and stuff. But now Fortnite's kind of Team Fortress 2 is kind of in this zombie mode now, but it's still up and running and operational. People still play it because it's part of gaming culture now.
And we also have to consider, well, one moment, Red, then we'll get your perspective. We also have to consider the fact that once Valve stopped being a game developer, the games they supported for years lost all their support. And I think that's a very important thing for people to realize. Companies like Valve and Epic started out as games publishers and games developers. The police, who's the police going after? Who's that?
The son of
I
the
heard a police
police.
siren.
Woo, woo.
I heard a police siren.
It's not
Who
me.
was
It
You're,
that?
wasn't
you're
me.
just going crazy, man. There was no police siren.
I live in a white.
Say
Well,
hello.
I heard it
area.
too, but it wasn't me. So
Galaxy, please. We're
Sailor?
trying to gaslight Digny.
no.
This is why
Not
I
gonna do
have Galaxy Red here. Whether you like it or not, he will always tell you how it is, okay? You got the police coming after you, Dash? I never thought you were in the new Black Street Gang. No idea. But Galaxy, you were going to say, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say that Team Fortress 2 is still a Valve game, right? So I mean,
Yes.
I think that it's as long as it's still popular for people playing, they might not shut it down anyway. So
Hmm.
yeah, so it's
Well,
just
I don't see them. Well, I don't see Valve ever selling any of their franchises. Could you
yeah.
ever imagine Valve selling Team Fortress or selling Portal or selling Half-Life?
They wouldn't do it.
No.
It's never going to happen
No.
because of the historic connection those franchises have to the company.
Mhm.
I mean, looking at this, right? I don't think High Guard has a hope in hell. I don't think it survives the year. I think it'll just be another Concord in the same way that other game whose name I forgot will also be another Concord. What was it called?
You need to give
Uh,
us a
Marathon.
description.
Marathon.
Yes, Marathon. Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So which game is going to be Concord 2? High Guard or Marathon?
I'm saying Marathon will die before High Guard. We can take bets.
I mean, is
I
Marathon
ain't
even
betting
coming
any-
out?
I'm not betting any part of myself on that, Dash, as you well know. Maybe Damien will, but I certainly won't. Okay.
What
I mean,
am I betting?
Which
What?
will die first, Marathon or Highland?
High
High
Guard.
Guard.
High Guard.
I'd say a High Guard because High Guard is releasing sooner than Marathon.
Oh, for goodness sake. Everything's going insane, folks. Help us. Help us, cartoons. Like the stream, share the stream. Donations are always
Yep,
welcome
donations
because
welcome.
this topic is torture.
Let's move on to something else then. All right.
Yes, let's move on to something quite frankly. Speaking of torture, folks, this topic is crazy, and I'm gonna let Dash provide some context.
Yeah. So Resident Evil 9 had a overview
That's not-
trailer.
No, that's not the topic. I considered crazy. Dash. The
That's
other
all
one.
another-
Okay, is it the Godzilla story?
Yes.
All right, we'll talk about that. All right, so the Godzilla story. So IDW, in their quest for money, because they have the comic rights, are doing a Romeo and Juliet X Godzilla, where Godzilla third wheels the story of Romeo and Juliet.
What the fuck? The hell is this?
See,
Why?
look, I told you.
You even have Metal Godzilla in the he's all clockwork and mechanical.
I told you guys this topic was the crazier one, but this is mental, right? Courtesy of
Disgusting film, a terrible account,
Thank
but
you.
it's a very big account.
First look at the Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla one-shot comic from IDW, the intellectual dark web, because I don't know its actual name. The comic tells the story of Romeo and Juliet from the perspective of Godzilla. Bring up the images, Dash. Bring them up fully. Okay.
Also, Godzilla and Robin Hood.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. authored by John De La Rose. Oh, this makes perfect sense. It
Wait,
took
what?
3 people to write this?
Well, I think someone's like the comic artists and stuff. It normally like comics normally
Yeah,
only have like 2 writers at most.
Okay, first impressions, guys. We'll start off with Galaxy Red.
I have no idea why this even exists because it just it doesn't really make any sense at all. I mean, Godzilla doesn't. In the way they have that one picture, the first one, that they got
Images. Yeah, big images, right? Also Godzilla versus Robin Hood, right? Is it Robin Hood from Director X? Like, we be Robin, we be Robin, and then
I don't know.
Godzilla's like, Wakanda forever.
I mean, everyone already knows. Regardless, if that actually happened with Godzilla and Robin Hood, Godzilla would just kill Robin Hood quickly. So it's all good. So it does that,
Yeah.
But anyway, this is stupid. I mean,
Why?
well, it's because I don't understand why Godzilla is even there. I mean, why is he here? There's no reason to be here for him.
Magic.
It could be a time vortex. He's traveled
Yeah,
through
I know,
time
but
before.
I know, but why is he like? Why is he basically just stalking them while they're doing stuff?
You know, Godzilla
I don't think he's.
looks like a DEI character.
Well, they
being
said it was in.
inserted.
They said the post said it was in the perspective of Godzilla. So it's all
Yeah.
you're not actually seeing.
Well,
Romeo,
discussing film, I think, is wrong. You know, this is mostly a farming farm account.
Yeah, I know that a lot of times, but we don't really know much about the comics. I'm trying to go by what they say.
I did see a few panels. I saw like Romeo and Juliet about to kiss, but Godzilla's atomic breath almost vaporizes them, and they don't seem to even realize.
Well, that certainly is reassuring about the intelligence.
But
Maybe
surprisingly, this is getting a lot of positive feedback. Actually, like a lot of people are actually.
The hell? Look, if I go up for a second. What the heck is that? No, go on more. What the hell's that one? What is he? What is that?
I have no idea. It looks like a radio.
Atreus really's let himself go.
Okay.
Oh, so
Really?
AI.
Animated.
It looks like Godzilla's in the cuck chair. What's going on here?
The myth of consent.
What? Oh my goodness! That drawing of Godzilla looks like an offensive Jewish drawing.
Yeah, just
What's
none of this.
going on?
This
What
is
is
so dumb.
happening?
Godzilla versus Gatsby. I want to see that.
Versus Gatsby.
IDW Comics needs to be put out of business. It needs to be bankrupted. What?
Oh, apparently this is
What
real.
is this?
This is real. They actually already did Godzilla versus Gatsby. What the fuck?
Oh yeah, they said this is a follow up to the miniseries.
Yeah, but anyway, like not everyone had negative impressions, but this was just my reaction because this is what it reminded me of.
Oh, that's awful movie.
I'd never seen it, but like it sounded like a very like low like schlock like you're just riding off the tails of Abraham Lincoln versus zombies.
Yeah, no. The thing is, I watched this movie.
You've actually seen it, Damien?
It's horrible.
Why is Cersei Lannister and Daemon Targaryen in this?
Matt Smith has a
idea.
bad track record when it comes to movies.
Yeah, it's so insane, right? Matt Smith has been in so many bad films, but he's done so
Yeah,
well.
like in Morbius.
Yeah, he's also
Morbius,
in Terminator Genesis.
Yeah, Terminator Genesis. I was going to name that one.
Good God, poor man, right? Poor man. It seems everyone who's involved in a Game of Thrones project ends up having an awful career.
But it makes sense because the thing is, he was in like one decent-ish film, I think, Gods of Egypt, and then after that, then he was also in a film with Cameron Diaz. Those are the only two like decent for views.
Yeah,
And
Gods of Egypt is actually stupid fun. I agree with Damien on that.
yeah,
He's
But then-
Doctor Who. Everyone who has been Doctor Who ends up having awful careers. Because they're Doctor Who. They're no one else.
yeah.
Right?
To be fair, his Daemon Targaryen is like the best part of the show, and that's why people were so upset they kept him in a castle hallucinating the entire season.
Well, that's because the people who are making that are making him a George Martin allegory. The only way you're going to finish the book is by hallucinating an ending. You know, hallucinate an ending where Daenerys, where Jon Snow, and the dragon literally hook up. You know, and be inspired by Romeo and Juliet and Godzilla. Right? Daenerys and Jon and what was the name of that fucking dragon?
The main one, the black one.
Yeah.
I forget. Yeah, it's just Drogon.
Drogon, yeah. Daenerys and Jon and Drogon in this crap.
Yeah. You know, IDW has the My Little Pony comic rights. Why don't they do Game of Thrones, My Little Pony? I'd read that.
Well, Dash, why don't you type
What?
in? Why don't you type in on X IDW Comics and see what comes up?
Mostly a lot of Sonic bullshit, probably, but IDW.
Rolling around at the speed of shit.
Yep,
There you go.
Sonic, Transformers, all.
Anus.
So sorry to interrupt this. So Dash,
Yes.
regarding Sunday, will you be streaming us playing Fortnite?
I haven't decided yet, possibly, but I'm also open to just playing, like, just for fun.
And the reason why I'm asking is because I might need to do 3 streams on Sunday.
All right. Well, you're free to stream it.
Yeah, no. Not the thing is, if you stream it, then I'll be doing stream with you. I'll be doing my stream before that, and then I have another stream after that.
We'll work it
What the
out.
fuck are you doing on Sunday?
I promised him I'd play Fortnite. He's been wanting me to play Fortnite with him for a long time.
No, Dash is mine on Sundays, you cunt. You're not stealing
I'll
him
do
from
your
our
show.
network
I'll do your show, man.
Listen,
look,
Dick,
folks. See, look, 2 cartoons fighting over a man. Is this what you want to watch?
Just more Sonic, because it's the only thing that fucking sells is Sonic comics at IDW. And even those are deteriorating.
Worse.
Oh, look at
Turtles and-
Donatello. Oh, no, that's Mikey.
Yeah, Donatello's the one on the left.
be like, learn your colors.
What the
So,
hell
so
is that?
basically, folks, without Sonic, IDW is fucked.
Yeah, I don't think the My Little Pony comics even sell anymore.
Well,
It looks like they
Little
dropped
Pony.
Gen 5. They dropped Gen
My-
5, went back to the Gen 4, the only gen people care about. Oh, it's Transformers. It's a
Yeah.
Transformers crossover.
Yeah.
What the-
Of course, Transformers and Equestria. Why didn't they do that before? Makes total sense.
Oh God.
I remember when they once did Stranger Things and Ninja Turtles.
What?
Yeah, they had the kids from Stranger Things meet the Ninja Turtles. This is the extent of comics. They don't make sense. The crossovers make no sense.
Any thoughts, gentlemen?
Oh wow.
Any others?
I'm sorry. I'm just amazed, just scrolling through IDW.
I just hope nothing sensitive pops up.
Yeah, I was worried about that too. Thankfully not, but I'm going to hold my luck here.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of holding our luck, folks, now let's talk about the topic Dash thought was crazy. Because I thought this was the crazy topic. Dash thinks the next topic is the crazy topic.
Yeah,
So.
this is crazy. let's see. I'm getting it right now. So, yeah. In fact, let me just pull up the trailer for Resident Evil.
Hey, folks, do you know what Resident Evil needs? Do you know what Leon needs? He needs a
Godzilla.
Porsche.
Yes, he
this
needs a
is mobile.
Porsche.
No, guys, it's a 6-mobile.
He needs a Porsche. He needs a Porsche 911.
Yes.
So-
Here we go. I got it. Sharing. So Requiem X Porsche. Here we go.
Oh, for
Now
God's
listen
sake,
to
it's a
them like,
Porsche.
promote this.
It's a Porsche Cayenne. It's a divorced woman's car.
Is recommended for those who enjoy a tense atmosphere.
Oh God.
今回、ポルシェさんとコラボレーションさせていただきまして、世界に1台しかない車を作っております。
Okay.
It's a Porsche Cayenne.
Resident Evil and Porsche are two very iconic brands with so much heritage.
Pause. Go
His
back,
face.
go
His
back a few
face.
seconds. Not a few
His
minutes, a few
face.
seconds.
Resident Evil.
Pause. Okay. Resident Evil and Porsche are two very iconic brands with so much heritage. You don't say Nicholas Krellenberg. I wonder what your grandfather was doing over 80 years
Hold
ago.
on, wait, listen. He's looking at two things, guys. Just look at his eyes.
What's he looking at? What's he looking at?
Do you not
Teleprompter.
like his eyes are in two different places?
Yes.
He's looking at a teleprompter.
Guys,
He doesn't.
this isn't the first time we've seen this with Porsche, because they've done a deal with Intergalactic Tales of the Heretic Prophet, which is a name so long a lesbian wrote it. Okay, why is Porsche doing that? It's not Porsche, folks. There's no fucking R at the end of Porsche. It's Porsche. The guy's name who founded it was the Nazi collaborator Ferdinand Porsche, who made tank engines for the German war machine. He tried to make German tanks, but the Germans didn't like them because he tried to make electric tanks, which in the 1940s was crazy.
What is it with all these car companies being Nazi collaborators?
Well, you know, poor BMW or
Ford.
BMW to be German. I mean, Ford's leader literally just hated Jews. Right, Henry Ford? He literally blamed Jews for everything and somehow became a millionaire.
Wow, he avoided the Jewish curse.
Oh wow! He said he wish he did. Glad they didn't team up with Jaguar. Yeah, like after like that brand suicide, we don't want Leon S. Kennedy driving a Jaguar.
What? Why though? Right? Have him drive a 911. Don't have him drive a divorced woman's car or a rich woman's car. Looks like a Porsche Cayenne.
But see, look, like they're going to be selling the real car, so you can buy the car from the game or something. I think that's how this works.
Evil and Porsche are two very iconic brands with so much heritage. It's one of those collaborations you're always dreaming of as a gaming fan working in this environment. Collaborations like this obviously don't spawn out of nowhere. For his adventures, Leon needed a car which represents his style, but also delivers when it comes to navigating him through, all of those dangerous moments he experiences in the game. What I really admire about the custom Resident Evil Cayenne Turbo GT is
It's
how
a
the team
Cayenne! It's a fucking Porsche Cayenne GT Pro! Porsche never make new cars, folks. They just make variations of their old cars.
That's not even a car that Leon would drive, I don't think. Not really.
The thing
It's
is,
a divorced rich bitch car. That's what a Porsche Cayenne is for. It's not,
Not
a
even
man's
that.
car.
not even like the existence of the car itself and whatever else. It's like there is never a moment in Resident Evil where a car has served any purpose or been needed. It's like, oh, I'm going to drive.
Is it going to be an open world game, guys, where you
I
drive?
don't think the
from one
car is even
objective
part
to
of the
other?
gameplay, from what I understand. From what I understand,
Well-
the game is structured. Okay, you do survival horror shit with the girl, and then you play Resident Evil 4 in the mansion with Leon.
Yeah, well, see,
But then
they're talking about it like it's a gameplay element when it's not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's deceptive marketing. Unless,
but-
of course, they're going to show us that you can. I actually didn't watch the full showcase
And
because
that's
I felt like I got the gist of what the game's going to be structured like.
no fair. But the
They're
thing
just
is this-
promoting a car.
No, but the thing is, it could just be a car promotion. But the other issue ultimately is this: we haven't actually seen a lot of gameplay of Resident Evil 9 to basically be like, this is actually how the game's going to play. Because they could just be showing us bits and portions, and then when we do get the game, it turns out to be open world.
I know why Porsche are doing this, right? For the longest time, EA had an exclusivity deal with Porsche that lasted decades, where you could only have Porsche cars in EA games, like Need for Speed, for
Yeah,
example.
I was going to say the
Right.
racing games.
So maybe Porsche's like, well, we're not under this exclusivity deal. Let's try some other games and some other companies.
True to its
But
characteristics by still ensuring it feels authentic in this world. It took a lot of expertise from different departments at Porsche and complex 3D printing
not
to
Porsche,
apply those
it's
customizations
Porsche.
to the rear car. It's going to look amazing in the game.
Oh,
今回もう
God.
一つ、ハミルトン
Oh, wait.
さんと、
Oh,
コラボさせていただきまして、
Porsche.
レオンとグレース、それぞれのキャラのイメ
Now
ー
we
ジを
gotta
モチーフ
watch
に
A watch? There's a watch collaboration? Really? What is
Oh my
this?
God.
Is this how they got the funding for the game?
Probably.
This reminds me of the Metal Gear Solid product placement. So basically, folks, this game is never getting remade because of licensing issues.
You know what? I'm happy about that. Fuck remakes and remasters.
Yeah,
So
I
sorry,
hate
Capcom.
series,
in
but the
50
remakes aren't canon.
Right? I'm sorry, Capcom, but you won't be able to remake Resident Evil 9 or Requiem or whatever the fuck you're calling this in 15 years because of Porsche and Hamilton being like, no, we don't want to be associated with your shit franchise. I want Resident Evil as a franchise to die. I want it to die. Right? I want Capcom to fall to bits. I want Konami to fall
Why
to
does
bits. I
his
want
watch
Silent
have a
Hill.
wing? That doesn't really seem
Because
very
Hamilton.
Leon.
Their logo is a wing.
Ah,
Don't ask me why, it just is. What's the point of this?
None.
I'm not going to buy a
Right.
watch just because it's in the game.
oh my God! They even have someone from the CEO. What the hell? This is
I'm definitely not buying a watch made by a woman. Call me sexist all day long. I'm not buying a watch made by a woman.
I definitely can say this. I am not going to purchase Resident Evil 9.
No, I'll
Like,
I'll
I'll-
purchase a good Resident Evil game like Resident Evil 6 or 5. Which was the one with the black people in it?
5.
five.
I'll play 5 and 6. Maybe 7. Maybe.
Yeah, I wasn't going to get the game originally until they showed the Leon portion and actually showed that there was going to be some action. But hopefully, also for Grace's segments, they're bringing back ink ribbons for hard mode. So there's that.
Well, the very odd thing about this, folks, is that for the longest time, Capcom took the direction of remake, constant remakes, because fundamentally Capcom had run out of ideas. Okay? Run out of ideas. They didn't know what to do. They still don't know what to do. They tried something new with Resident Evil Village, and it did appeal, right? But I think the reason we've seen all of these remakes is for Capcom to find their footing to essentially release this project, right? They're not calling it Resident Evil 9 because of the connotations associated with 9, but it will always be referred to as Resident Evil 9, right? The last time Requiem was in the title of anything, it killed a franchise. Look at Alien vs. Predator 2 Requiem, right? Look what that did. It literally killed the Alien and Predator franchises at the same time. Two of the strongest science fiction horror franchises the world had ever seen movie-wise, and one film killed it.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they locked Leon's Resident Evil 4 jacket behind the deluxe edition.
Well, they also
Damn
locked.
it.
You also locked 2 screen filters behind the deluxe edition.
They've
too.
done that before, actually. They've done that before.
Wait,
That doesn't
wait,
make
wait.
sense. It really doesn't
So-
make sense.
Let me get this right. So, Capcom has locked screen filters behind the paywall, and people still support this company.
What is a screen
Fanboys
filter?
and the new Resident Evil fans. It just changes the screens. It's like a black and white filter you can put.
I can
I'm
do
so
that on my
sorry.
television.
Yeah,
I
you
can
know
change
what?
how my screen looks on my television.
Wait, hold on. There's also files and audio pack and 2
Wait,
channels.
they're locking lore behind the deluxe edition?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck!
Yes. Get ready to spend $100 on this, Dash. If you are willing to spend $100 on this trash, then you deserve everything you're gonna get.
Hey, I bought Indiana Jones at launch thinking it was going to be a
Shame.
shit show.
Shame.
You bought a Bethesda game thinking it would be a shit show? Wow.
Yeah, I wanted to see this was coming off like after I had gotten all those views from
Yeah, well,
Dustborn.
Technically,
This is-
technically, the Indiana Jones game is not a Bethesda game, even though it is. But
it's from the people who ruined Wolfenstein.
yeah, Machine Games are the people that made it. But,
People
yeah.
ruined Wolfenstein.
So-
That's who I'm going to refer to.
So you're telling me, Dash, the only reason you bought the Indiana Jones game was to grift off of it?
Yes.
At first, yes.
I was
and then-
very honest about it from the very beginning.
Did it work?
Yeah, it did actually. I think it got 100 views from the early access from that.
Oh.
I
the
even had
game's
my
not that
friend.
bad either,
I
but-
even had my friend draw an art of a Dash punching a Yahtzee, and he had made a squiggly swastika. With like,
Well,
it was
we're
like
gonna have to we're gonna have to change your name to Dag, Dash Attack Grifter.
Dash grifter.
All right, Galaxy, you were saying?
Nothing.
Okay. Well, folks, full disclosure, I've never been a fan of Resident Evil for the same reason I've never been a fan of Silent Hill. Quite frankly, the companies who made these games possible, that being Konami and Capcom, are a shadow of what they once were. I know Konami has raised itself from the dead in recent years, but let's face it, Silent Hill F is not a Silent Hill game. It's not.
What the hell is this?
Right?
Those figures.
Well, there's just so much product placement in this. It was supposed to be a gameplay showcase.
Where's the
No,
gameplay?
but the
Yeah, I mean,
The gameplay
is
was in the
so-
beginning.
They did
The
show a
gameplay
little
was-
bit of the well, they showed a little bit more of the gameplay, but it was with the how the graphics cards and stuff like that, like different shading and stuff like that.
There's some
Yeah.
gameplay.
So yeah, no, for me the fact is they're not showing like actual, like they're not showing like, all right, how do you traverse the game and that kind of thing. So
Well,
most likely when it comes to the whole car placement, we might unfortunately see some open world elements.
Possibly. Like, I do know they're supposed to both end up at the police station, like the destroyed bombed out police station for the member berries. And like, someone literally rebuilt the Ashcraft mansion. So it's going to be filled with
Ashcroft.
member.
But yeah,
Damn it. Al.
I'm just you gotta like. get the
Oh,
name
but
right,
Dash,
but, you know.
when you are wrong, Galaxy will call you out on it, and when you are right, Galaxy will call out on it. That's why we like him. Okay.
Well, I don't do it that often when you're right,
Yeah.
but-
So apparently, also the zombies will act like they're from Night of the Living Dead and kind of like mimic who they were in real life, which is, I guess, a nice touch.
It's also a post Resident Evil 6 game, which I think people will not like, because people did not like Resident Evil 6 at all.
Yeah, but honestly, I'm sick of the Winters story. Like, I think it was like good and done. I want to get back to the main cast.
Mm-hmm.
The thing
Well, it's
for
getting-
me is it's like,
Mm.
yeah.
Mm,
No,
Oh,
you can finish.
mm.
What's like? Dash is going to say something. You
Oh
know.
no, I'm good. I'm done.
Go ahead, Damien.
Oh no, I was gonna let Digny go first.
I was just
Wait.
going to say it's hard to stay consistent with a franchise that destroyed itself a decade ago, so much so that Capcom had to remake most of it.
Dash, please
Quite
go
frankly.
back a few seconds. A bit more. A bit more. Leon has hatchet play from here. Oh my god, Parry and fuck me. I'm so
Oh
fucking
my
tired of
God.
seeing
That
parry
is
mechanics in
corporate.
games.
That is corporate. You need to have a parry. Every game has to have a parry.
Jesus.
Yeah, I'm not good catch, Damien. I'm not a fan of that. Fucking it's too much parrying in games.
Yeah.
Oh, cool, you can pick up the chainsaw.
Yeah, no, this is no longer Resident Evil game. This is basically we took every modern idea and we put it into the zombie game and slapped on our iconic characters.
Yeah, I think Leon's gameplay is more Resident Evil like 4 and 6 than at Grace's game, where the only Resident Evil thing is you can use the ink ribbons, because that's supposed to be the horror campaign. They're literally going back to the Resident Evil 6 idea of splitting up the campaign into genres.
Well, best of luck to you in doing that. Let's see if it works out for you. It didn't work out too well with Resident Evil 6, did it?
That's why I'm surprised they're doing it, but just with less characters.
All right.
Mhm.
I dare to say that the first 3 Resident Evil games were masterful in their execution of what the franchise was about, right? From 4 onwards, it went in a more action-oriented direction, which brought more fans into the series, but quite frankly alienated the people who stood by the originals. And now the originals, they don't even matter anymore. We remade them to essentially be action-adventure horror clones,
Mhm.
quite frankly.
Yeah.
Why support a franchise that will literally kill and remake and reanimate its own origin? The same applies to Silent Hill as well. Let's kill the originals that made this franchise what it is and remake them, reanimate them like a literal corpse.
I did not get Silent Hill 2 remake just because I love the original that fucking much.
And that's
You know-
why, quite frankly, I've given up on Resident Evil and Silent Hill. And quite frankly, if they cease to exist, I don't have a problem with it.
Well,
Because
from what I
you can't-
understand,
You can't support a franchise that fundamentally rejects their own origin. You can't. It's insane.
Silent Hill, the last Silent Hill game didn't even have any connection to the franchise at all. No connection to the town.
Yeah.
Nothing.
But you see, that's the argument I've been making multiple times, is that developers literally just take the name of a franchise that's successful and make a different game around
Come
it.
on, guys. Don't you want to battle like a period pain demon witch miasma in Silent Hill fucked? Where your enemy is the bipolar nature of womanhood? Don't you want to do that?
Not really.
Well, fuck you, sexist.
Yeah, it's like the true horror was just. I made a joke that the final boss was actually going to be Shinzo Abe telling the protagonist to marry and reproduce.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say accountability as the final boss.
And she has to go around like the house assembling pieces of the pipe shotgun because it's the only way to kill him. He was literally Shinzo Abe was killed by a makeshift pipe
Oh, I know.
shotgun.
I know,
Oh,
by a
I know.
communist.
Yes. Well, given that Japanese nationalists have also slaughtered Japanese communist leaders, you could argue it was revenge. But I will make this very clear, right? I think this will succeed financially, but I don't
Obviously.
think the franchise as a whole is going to last.
I especially hate what the new fans have tried to turn it into. Like they that's what happens with these tourist like fans. They come in and then they demand changes, and then the brands listen to them because they think they can milk more money out of like the diehards who actually know the lore and care about the characters and the game.
You know what this reminds me of, guys, right? The gameplay. It reminded me a little bit of Detroit Become Human, but more of an action-adventure game. Right? Take away the choice-based elements and add the action elements.
Oh, this is
And you got
Grace's gameplay, where it's more sneaky, more horror.
So you've got one character in first person.
You can
and you got
switch.
another
It's an
character
option.
In third person.
No, like you can switch. You can play Leon's in first person as well.
Why?
Yeah, but the thing is that it's such a jarring experience to go from capable gameplay to, oh shit, I have to completely change my playstyle.
No,
Yeah.
you can't be serious. They literally Requiem is the name of the gun.
What?
Requiem.
Yeah, back up.
Yeah,
When he showed
do
the
not
gun.
see-
Requiem. Literally, the name of that gun is called Requiem. And
It's a
Resident Evil
There, it takes the
Requiem,
name and there. Where?
go back 20 seconds so we can play it fully.
Pause.
subtitles.
Right?
Oh yeah, the gun is called So the game is named after the gun.
Yeah, that's what Diddy was
I
saying.
hope this franchise crashes and fucking burns.
Well, now my question becomes is what is special about this gun?
It probably has something to do with the plot. Probably something to do with this character. Like the
This
gun
gun
is.
eliminates periods.
Everyone
Because at
will
this
want to
stage,
shoot
why the fuck
themselves.
not? It's a the name is symbolic of the title, Requiem, and all that. No, go away.
I mean, Requiem. I don't know. It's like a swan song for Raccoon City. In all technicality, Raccoon City had its Requiem already because it got nuked decades ago.
Here's a new title for the next Resident Evil game. Let's not call it Resident Evil 10. Let's call it Resident Evil Gun. That's basically what they've done. They've named a game after a gun. Check out Fortnite's latest update, AR-15, folks. Huh? Dragon Age AK-47. What are you doing?
Well,
Silent
Yeah.
Hill PP-14 or whatever the name of that fucking MP-40. There we go. The submachine gun the Germans made.
I just wanted a game with either Sherry and Jake from RE6 because those two were actually good characters.
I'm sorry, Dash. You'll get Resident Evil Kalashnikov before you ever get that again.
Well,
what the fuck are we doing? Are we just instead of State of Decay 3, folks, we get State of Decay Bazooka Edition. Fuck this, Resident Evil. Naming your game after a gun in the game.
I think the UI is so sterile.
Looks like something out of Metal Gear Solid.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if Hideo Kojima made this game. Oh, that'd be an interesting concept. What if Hideo Kojima made a Resident Evil game?
It just exploded.
Wait,
Hey, look.
how even?
Magic. I can't. I can't. I can't with this. Oh.
Yeah, no, it's like the more I see of this game, the less interested I am.
Mm-hmm.
If you're a Resident Evil fan and you haven't topped yourself, you have my sympathy. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, future plans.
Yeah, we'll have to.
All
You
right.
can't do the mascot one. You'll have to do that another time, I guess.
Okay, I'll go first. Tonight gonna be playing some more Knack. Tomorrow I'm probably gonna be on with Vistro, and then we'll prep for next week's show.
Who wants to go? This last topic just really depressed me, right?
Don't be
Porsche cars and naming your game after a gun. It's like, what the fuck are we doing? What are you doing?
Yeah. All right.
Go-
I guess I'll go
ahead.
ahead. Yeah, I guess I'll
Go
go
ahead,
and
Galaxy.
Yeah.
Go on.
I should be streaming tomorrow some more Breath of Fire. I'm near the end of the game. I'm not sure if I have it done tomorrow though, but I'll be very close to the end of the game. I've been probably like the last dungeon probably, and then that'll be filming tomorrow. And tonight I don't have anything to do, so other than waiting for that cable from my headset. So, and then yeah. And Sunday I'll have my schedule out for next week, and obviously on Monday, I'll be at Disney. I'll be on there with Telzo. So
Okay. Well, I'll tell you this, folks.
And-
An interesting piece of news before we move on to Damien's future plans. It's been confirmed Trump has received a Nobel Peace Prize from that Venezuelan woman, and now he's going to install her as president of Venezuela. Norway, who gives the prize away, the Nobel Peace Prize, has condemned it as absurd. So there you go. I didn't know they could be given as gifts. In fact, they're not. They're legally not allowed, but what you gonna do? What about you, Damien? Future plans?
No more plans for today aside from just maybe playing a few more placement matches in Marvel Rivals. After that, I will probably be finishing off Hollow Knight tomorrow, and then finishing off Lookout Side on Sunday, which means 2 new titles will be coming across on the weekend, and then I have a lot of collabs on Sunday as well. But that's about it.
All right, then. Well, my future plans, folks, of course, make more videos, make more shows, make more videos from said shows. The next network show will be tomorrow with Stark of Iron at midnight UK, 7 p.m. Eastern, and then Sunday will be our monthly meeting of network hosts, which will be exclusively on Rumble because we hit a $50 donation goal. And if we hit it again, folks, then we'll do another Rumble exclusive show on Wednesday. And if we don't hit it, well, we'll just put it back to YouTube. Gotta encourage people to donate somehow, guys. Gotta. Because if we can get $50 a week, right, we can just all go over to Rumble. Okay? Then I can pay everyone. Wouldn't that be nice, guys? Imagine getting paid to do this. But no, thank you all very much for watching the 19th episode of the Old White Road. Thank you, Dash, for hosting today's show, and thank you guys and Zine for being on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a
absolutely. All right, I'm gonna wrap everything up. We'll see you all next time on Dash's Old Right Road. Hopefully, we can get Slayer Smash on for the next one. But even not, we'll still have a great time. Probably be just as crazy as this show was. Till then, see you all.
Yep. Bye, guys.
Bye now.